Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Africa Sports. It is Champions League final day. It is FA Cup final day. It is League Cup final day. It's final day, everybody. We could win 3 trophies in one episode. There's a lot going on. The only one I really want to win is obviously the Champions League. It's Kaizer Chiefs, the team that knocked us out in the quarterfinals last season. It's going to be a tough match. Hopefully we've got enough to put one over them and win ourselves our first ever Champions League. Before we get to that, however, we do have to play Sewe FC twice. We have to play them in the FA Cup final, which will be the first match of today's episode. We've then got to play them in the league, which we have gone undefeated, unless we lose against Sewe FC in the league, which I'm hoping we do not do that. Then we have the big one, the final against Kaizer Chiefs. And then, as I mentioned as well, we do have the League Cup. AS Tanda will also be in this match, but we're not going to play it. I'm just going to instant result it, because it doesn't matter. We've won it twice in a row. So we've only played Sewe FC 3 times. That is all, because I think they started in the league below in the first season, then got promoted. I think that is how it works. Although, yeah, so we've still got to play them twice more, so it'll be 5 times come the end of the season. So yeah, they got promoted in the first season, so maybe they're not that great, and they just kind of fluked their way to a final. Anyway, we should beat them about 4 or 5-0. Because we've got a week between the second Sewe FC game and the final, I'm basically going as full strength as we possibly can. If we didn't have a big gap, then I wouldn't bother. So we're going to go for Christian Drogba in goal. It's going to be Jimar Traore, Kouame and Mayeri as our back 4. Dossa Shono, Inza Diabate and Bakome Zazua. Diabate has been out injured for a very, very long time. He is going to make his first appearance for I think it's about 6 months, something like that. It's going to be Omatoyo on the right-hand side, Fonseca on the left, and Brahima Utara returns to his natural position as a striker today. They have this man playing as an attacking midfielder. He's actually not awful. Mentally, he's got some good numbers. But I'm going to not steal him away from them. I'm going to try and not do it. I might end up doing it, you never know. So in what is effectively a very small stadium, but it has a huge capacity. It's a smaller stadium than ours in terms of graphical look, but I think you can get 40,000 people in this one, which I don't understand. 10 minutes on the clock and we've got our first action. Mayeri has the ball right hand side. Lots and lots of space for the fullback. Crosses it in. It's not the best of crosses. Fonseca's going to collect it though. What's he going to do? Keeps hold of it. Good job. Fonseca to Diabate. Inza Diabate's been tackled. He's gone for goal and he does not miss a step. His 5th goal of the season. And after that, such a long layoff with an injury, I'm genuinely happy for him. Even though this is a computer game, and he's not injured in real life. Well, I don't think he is. Throw for Mayeri, long throw towards Omateo. Omateo in the middle, finds Inza Diabate once again. I'd love him to get a hat-trick now, that's what I want. It's Brahima Utara on the right, has to go backwards because the fullback didn't run. He's ran now though, Mayeri crosses it in. Omateo, he's 5'2", everybody. He should never win a header. He puts that one over the bar. Just realised, Sewe FC had one of our former players in Serafinaka. I'm pretty sure that's Serafinaka as a central defender. Dossa Shono heads forward to Diabate in the centre circle, back to Constant Kouame. That yellow card might be a concern because he might be suspended for the next game, which actually is not a concern because it's a league game and we've won the league. Fonseca gets past his man, keeps running, keeps going. Does Fonseca long range effort from outside the area. It's a good save from the keeper. We're going to win ourselves a corner, which is going to be taken by Brahima Utara. Weirdly, I'm not sure why Utara's taken that, but apparently he is. And it's a free kick because Emmanuel Traore handled the ball. Good job. Silla with the corner for Sewe FC towards the back post. It's a great save from Drogba. He didn't know too much about it. Bellum still has the ball alive. Omateo can get the ball upfield for us though. Zazua's on a 6.5. So is Utara. Like, this seems to happen at the moment where sometimes players just play real bad, even though as a team as a whole, we're doing all right. I'm just going to get Godfrey to do that, and then I'll fix it. I've done no changes at the break, although I was very tempted, very, very tempted to get rid of the 2 poor-performing players. It's a free kick, which is not a good idea. Zazua finds Omateo, right-hand side. He's going to go it alone. He does go it alone, and the little Nigerian gets his 6th goal of the season. It's 2-0 in the FA Cup final. It's going to be our 3rd FA Cup in a row. I wasn't expecting anything different, to be honest. Well, Utara's coming off because he's not improved. We're going to do Logan on. I'm going to take Diabate off as No, I'm not. He's going to stay on. Cool. Yep, I'm so good at doing subs benches. Match stats-wise, it's actually quite close. Sewe FC have had more shots than us as well, and we've scored we've scored 2 of our chances. They haven't scored any of theirs, and that's why we're winning. It is Serafin Acker playing for Sewe FC. Mevi runs forward with the ball. Zazua is there with him, who I really don't want on the pitch at the moment, but I don't have a choice. Brew into Utara in the middle, but Diabate steals it away. Logan's going to run forward with the ball. Needs some support. Fonseca is that man into the penalty area, across to Dossashono, and the youngster's effort hits the base of the post and goes wide. Moahay with a free kick for Sewe FC. Mayeri gets it forward. Omateo, he's going to run. Just run all the way, buddy. Keep going, Omateo. He's been tackled. Fonseca no has the ball for us, though. Is he going to cross it in? Tries to. Hits the defender. And Sewe FC possibly can counter-attack. Kante into Utara. He's going to run forward. Dossashono with a great slide and tackle. And Zazua picks up the pieces. Logan's in on goal. And Basilia Logan makes it 3-0. Just start engraving the name on the trophy now, lads. It's going to be coming home. Final 15 minutes of the game. I probably should do some subs to try and save a bit of fitness. Kante has the ball on the right-hand side, crosses it in, hits the defender, and Fonseca takes his time and now starts to run down the wing. Keeps going. Fonseca's cut inside a little bit. Basilia Logan's there. Can he get a second of the game? Logan's effort is just wide of the goalkeeper's post. It's still 3-0. Let's do some subs just to save a bit of fitness. So we're going to do Omatoyo off. We're going to swap you two over. So Alozi's going to be on that left-hand side. We're also going to do Utara coming on for Jimor, because Jimor plays pretty much every game and he's constantly tired. So yeah, Utara can basically give him a bit of a rest. Almost at the 90-minute mark. So yeah, the title is ours, or the FA Cup is ours, but there is still possible chances for more goals. Logan's going to run onto that. That is a wonderful ball. Logan really should have scored. He really should have scored that one. Instead, we win ourselves a corner. Diabate has gone over to take it this time. It's towards Traore at the back, and Emmanuel Traore makes it 4-0 in injury time. Of all players, he's rubbish. Emmanuel Traore's rubbish. He's played way too much football this season due to injuries, but I'm glad he scored 5 goals. There we have it then, the first of what I'm hoping to be 3 trophies in this episode. The Ivorian FA Cup is coming home to Africa Sports for the 3rd season in a row. This competition and the Ivorian FA Cup and the Ivorian Premier Division, if we don't win it every season, something has gone dramatically wrong. Now we've got to play Sewe FC again in the league in 3 days' time. I'll bet they're looking forward to that one. Despite the fact that I've won now in total 7 trophies? 8, maybe even 9 if you include Super Cups. I'm still only a favoured personnel. Alozi's an icon. I'm still only a favoured personnel. I don't understand. Maybe end of the season once we win the Champions League. We've just played the final game of the season against Sewe FC. We won that one 2-0, which means we are an invincible side. We have done the entire season without losing a game. If we have a quick look here at this piece of news, 0 losses in a season. We have done it. We are better than Arsene Wenger. It's official. I say better. We're on par with Arsene Wenger. And we've won every award that we can possibly get for the league. Best player of the league goes to Brahima Utara. 11 goals, 7 assists. Not a huge amount, but he did only play 20 games. Zazua gets himself top goal scorer from centre midfield, which I assume a lot of them were probably penalties. Dossashono wins Young Player of the Year. And Christian Drogba gets himself Goalkeeper of the Season with 16 clean sheets out of 26 appearances. He only conceded more than once in 1 game. That's ridiculous. 16 clean sheets, only 11 goals conceded. Anyway, there you go. That is the final league table for you. 20 points clear of our nearest challenger. And they were actually reasonably alright, weren't they? They're 7 points clear of 3rd place as well. But yeah, we ran away with it, which is kind of what I expected. We've got to go forward now. Champions League final. Kaizer Chiefs. Let's do this again. We've been here before. Not specifically here. Not Champions League final here, which I believe has taken place in Guinea. But we have been in this situation against Kaizer Chiefs in the Champions League. 1 win apiece. There is nothing to split the 2 sides. This is big. This is going to be a big, big game. They're in inconsistent form. Now, I do have the South African League on. So they've played a lot of South African League games. They played Sundowns, which they lost. They lost against Tunisia. I keep saying that. ES Tunis, a team that we've beaten, by the way, in the past. And they lost against Cape Town as well in the league. So they're They're on a bit of a bad run. We, however, win everything because that's what we do. The starting lineup for the final then will be Drogba in goal, Jimmer, Kouyaté, Kouome and Mayeri as the back four, Dossachorno, Barrow and Zazua in the middle of the pitch with Omateo, Fonseca and Basilia Logan as our striker. I haven't looked at the Kaizer Chiefs squad, however, Lyle Foster I know is good. I know he's good because I bought him before on a previous Football Manager game, so I know there's definitely potential there, and obviously he's just a good footballer anyway. Right then, Kaizer Chiefs, Champions League final. That's not what I was expecting to be doing today. I would have put a suit on, but I've recorded literally half of this season in one day, pretty much in one sitting, and I just don't have the time to do it, basically. We've got the first highlight of the game from kickoff, which is possibly good. You know, it might be a great thing. Omateo with the ball, takes it round a few players, goes for goal, hits the underside of the bar, and the ball is cleared. What a start that would have been if the little Nigerian put us 1-0 up. Omateo with a free kick on the right. Kouyaté is there. It's over his head, I think. Mayeri's going to collect it. He's been tackled, and this is not good. Nkobo? I don't know. I'm not sure how to pronounce South African names. Goes for goal. Christian Drogba makes a wonderful save to concede a corner. He's gone over to take the corner as well. The man with a confusing name. With his left foot towards the front post. Constant Kouome gets it clear, but not particularly far enough. It's coming back in. It's not coming back in. It's come back to the corner taker. Zazua's there with him. Is he going to stick a foot out? It's crossed in. Constant Kouome once again getting the ball clear. Throw for Kaizer Chiefs. They are starting well. We could have scored in the opening seconds of the game. And Sewe has made it 1-0 to Kaizer Chiefs after 17.5 minutes. And that's his first goal of the season, because of course it is. He's an attacking midfielder who's played 18 times for Kaizer Chiefs and never scored. And then he scores in the Champions League final. Why? Every time in this game it seems to do that. I'd love to have a shot on target. That would be good. We've had 4 shots, but 0 of them on target so far. Let's give him a get creative. Let's try and inspire some people. We haven't really managed to do that. Fonseca is on a 6.4, which isn't ideal. Well, not a lot really happened in the first half, apart from that Sewe goal. Fonseca is on a 6.4. I mean, I'm not going to sympathise. I expect to see a much better performance. Barrow's a bit annoyed because I shouted at him. But, you know, get over it. You're an adult. We've got an early highlight in the second half. I see Kaizer Chiefs, have an early highlight in the second half. Labusa to Guala, forward to the goal scorer's vein. He's picked up a yellow card. Dossachorno with a great tackle, but it goes straight to the Kaizer Chiefs players. I don't think we're winning this game, you know. I genuinely don't think we're going to get anything out of this game. Although we have played them before and we've beaten them before. I'm pretty sure when we got knocked out by them, we played really well and couldn't score a goal. We're not playing really well. They're going for goal again. Hits it just wide of the goalkeeper's post. Still 1-0 to Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, some of these players' ratings are awful. They've got a free kick in a very good position, and they're going to curl that into the top corner. It is in the back of the net. It's 2-0 to Kaizer Chiefs. If we lose this game, this will be our first defeat all season. In all competitions, even friendlies, we have not lost all season. And it's going to take it to the final game and we're going to lose one. We're just doing badly, aren't we? Fonseca's coming off for Alozi. What else do we do? I mean, both the fullbacks are on 6.5, so they're just being ripped apart as well. Do we do Utara on for Jimmer? We do Utara for Jimmer. That's probably all we're going to do. And then we're going to give them a show some passion, because we're not really doing a huge amount. It's a throw for Kaizer Chiefs. And it's probably going to be 3-0. I don't think we're coming back into this game. I've just seen how many yellow cards have been given out. We've got 4, they've got 3. This is a very dirty game of football. Kaizer Chiefs with the ball. A substitute finds man on the left-hand side. Not even going to try and pronounce it. Mayeri has stolen that away. And now Omateo can hopefully run down that right-hand side. If we can get a goal now, then the game is definitely not over. It's straight to one of our players. Logan's in on goal. Basilia Logan is there. His 9th of the season. It's 2-1. You're celebrating like we're winning the game. We've still got to get a second goal. This has suddenly got interesting. And this is where nothing happens until the full-time whistle goes. But this has suddenly got a bit more interesting. 74 minutes on the clock. Kaizer Chiefs have the ball inside our half. but we could possibly counter-attack as a siren of a police car goes past my house. Sewe, forward, finds the goal scorer Basilia Logan. He's going to have to run down that right-hand side and hope for some support in the middle of the box. He crosses it in, Alosi's there, doesn't win the header. It's a header straight back to the goalkeeper, which was actually quite a good idea in the end. So the keeper with the ball in his hands throws it out to the fullback, Dortley, which I think that's a great name, Dortley. They're coming forward on the right, cutting into the middle actually. Gets past one tackle, keeps going, goes for a long range effort, and Christian Drogba plucks the ball out of the air with a little bit of television aplomb. That's probably not how you'd say any of that. Right, we are running out of time. We're going to say shoot on sight. We just need to start pulling the trigger on some of these things. Barrow is going to come off for Utara. I know Utara's not a centre midfielder, but Barrow's not having a particularly great game. There's no time. There is no time left at all. We're just going to throw everything at it. Give them a show some passion. The full-time whistle goes, and I hate Kaizer Chiefs. I hate them. They've knocked us out of the Champions League 2 years in a row. Absolutely hate them. Well, at least we got to the final. At least... I'm annoyed. Not going to lie. I'm annoyed. Basilia Logan scores a goal for us. We were arguably the better side in terms of match stats. In terms of performance, we certainly were not. We lose 2-1 on the night. We have to go again next year. Godfrey Esu says, tell the boys they were excellent. I'm just gonna do that and walk away. Screw you, game, telling me about Kaizer Chiefs winning things. We've lost in the Champions League final. We have picked up nearly £1 million, though, for losing in the final. And the Ivorian League has remained 15th. How has it remained 15th? We got to the Premier League final. We got to the Champions League final, and we're still only the 15th best league in Africa. That's not good. Right, we're going to go forward then and play AS Tanda in the League Cup final. I'm going to instant result it, so there's not going to be any highlights, and we'll return for the end of season awards, I guess. Right, we've played the Ivorian League Cup final and won 3-0 because it's teams in the Ivory Coast. We're just better than them at the moment. Victorious Africa Sports celebrate famous quadruple. It should have been 5. It should have been 5. Africa Sports are delighted with me for winning the League Cup that nobody really cares about, but sure, they're delighted. They're pleased that we won the League Cup. Fine. Players get a bit of cash. I guess then we're going to go forward end of season awards and see who picks up some little trophies. Doesn't really matter though, does it? And just like that, we are already here for the end of season awards. So we finished the season unbeaten, which we already know. Alosi hails me because of an unbeaten season. Fair enough. Players inducted into the overall best 11 then. So Fonseca makes it in on that right-hand side. We've also got Utara as the striker. Jimar is on there, probably on the bench. Yes, he is. And Emmanuel Traore also makes it onto the bench as well. I'm expecting within the next few years, this team is going to kind of be changed fairly regularly. Sewe wins Fans Player of the Season. I'm not surprised. As a central midfielder who scores 25 goals, you probably expect him to get that. It's Brahima Utara with second place and Musa Dosashono with third, although if you add all of those values up, we are getting very close to 100% there, aren't we? What is that? 70, 89, 92% of all votes went to those three players. So only 8% went to the rest of the squad. There's some stats there for you as well. Utara actually finishes as the top goal scorer with 25. But like I mentioned, Sewe, I think, got 24. Highest average rating as well for Utara as Alosi with 24 assists. Drogba at 97. Those are the numbers. Pass completion. Sewe with 8 man of the matches. Yellow cards. Sheriff Jimor gets 9. And Charles Mayeri loves a red card with 2. Next season, then, what do they want us to do? They just want us to play well and reach the quarterfinal of the Champions League. I say want us to play well. Well, they want us to win the league, but we kind of expected that. And our training facilities and youth facilities will be improved next season, which is great for the whole building a nation thing. Although I am genuinely concerned that there's not enough time between now and Football Manager 21 coming out to really build too much of a nation. So we'll just see. We'll keep going until FM21 comes out, basically. There we go. That is the news that I was expecting to see. So the board are upgrading the youth and training facilities. It's going to take 5 months. £1.4 million is going to cost. That's not actually a huge amount of money at all, considering we've got 2.3 in the bank. I think we've got a bit less than that because of the 1.5. But yeah, we've got some money. Utara breaks the goal scoring record. Alozi creates 24 chances, beating his own record. And Christian Drogba with 29 clean sheets. 29, I'm guessing that includes all competitions. So we got 6 in the Champions League as well, 4 in the Ivorian National Cup. Didn't get one in the Super Cup because he conceded twice, 3 in the League Cup as well. He loves a clean sheet, doesn't he? The final thing then, before we end this episode and season, it's the commercial summary. Sewe sold the most shirts, Fonseca, Logan, Brahima and Max Gradel on there as well. Max Gradel, by the way, is retiring at the end of the season. He kind of came home, didn't he, for a little bit. Didn't really do a huge amount, but we had Max Gradel, former Premier League player, playing for us. The big one for me, and it's not going to make a difference for a while, is this one here. We get no money from broadcast revenues because our matches aren't broadcast anywhere. But eventually, that should change. It might take a few more seasons when we start climbing up basically the African League ranking system. But the higher up that you get, the more likelihood you have of basically having a broadcast rights. So you'll start getting a bit more money there. We picked up fairly sizable amount of money throughout the season. Everything's increased. We've got a new continental sponsor as well, worth £110,000, which it's not a huge amount, but it's decent for us. That is going to do it then for this episode and this season. Champions of the Ivory Coast, champions of the FA Cup, champions of the Ivorian Super Cup, champions of the Ivorian League Cup, and screw you Kaizer Chiefs, we're not champions of Africa yet. Maybe next season. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you are new here and you want to see more, you want to see Season 4 of the Africa Sports Save, do hit the subscribe button, ding the bell as well so you know when the new video comes out, and I will see you in the next one.